Lab putters are that easy to use. I'm even going to put it in the hands of my beginner golfer wife. Laura, how are you?
Fine.
Is that all you've got? Don't hit me with that because that's very sharp. But guys, today we're going to have a putter lesson for Laura. Laura's a beginner golfer, and every other Sunday you're going to join us hopefully on her journey to the LPGA Tour.
Oh God.
Not quite, because we have a baby on the way and a 2-year-old child. But how are you feeling about your journey so far?
I think I've been quite good so far.
I think you've done really, really well so far. And we've looked at drivers, we've looked at irons, we've looked at short game. Today we're going to look at putting. And basically, rather than trying to spec Laura a putter, which we didn't know what you would want because she's brand new to it, I've put Laura in the hands of my Mez 1. So it's a lab putter. You can see the shaft goes into the middle of the putter rather than into the heel. So it's a low torque putter. And you can see the grip's a little bit more kind of forward set as well.
Do you think there's any difference? I'm a bit taller than you.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Right, so we're going to kick off with a couple of 10-footers uphill. And really, putting can come down to three different
So this is
factors.
what you call 10 foot?
That's 10 feet. All right, 10 feet will make it harder for you. There you go, if that's how you want to play. But putting can come down to 3 different factors. So pace control, start line, and how you read it. If you get those 3 things right, you're going to be a good putter. So initially, Laura, what we want to do, you'll see golf balls all have a line on them. So we're going to line that up with where you want to aim it. This is a beginner session, guys. You might take some bits off this that you don't know. If you are a beginner golfer, welcome. Hopefully you'll pick lots of bits up from it. But I find actually that the beginner lessons are where good established golfers can pick up quite a lot as well. So what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to use the side of the shaft here just to aim the line. So I'm going to close my non-dominant eye.
The green's the hardest bit.
Pardon?
Do you not think reading the green's the hardest bit?
Not really, because if you were a kid and I said to you, so if I said to Billy now, our 2-year-old, where would the water go if we put water on the floor? He'd go, oh, it'd go that way.
It'd go Hulk smash.
It would go Hulk smash, but after that, he would tell us where the water goes. And it's just thinking about stuff like that. So this one goes slightly right to left. And from here, we're going to stand, not going to stand feet together, but we're going to stand a little bit wider than that. It's not going to be like a driver, yeah? And the ball's going to be bang in the middle of the stance.
Right.
It's going to be kind of under our eyes here. So from there, all I'm thinking about is how far back do I take that putter? So for this 10-foot putt, it probably wants to be about there. So from there, I can release it and I can hit that 10-foot putt. That was a terrible demonstration, wasn't it? But again, 10-foot putt, and that was a better one. Okay, so let's start with that. Then we'll build up into some slightly different length putts. We'll look at different break putts around the hole. And really from there, we're going to keep it as simple as possible because we don't want to overcomplicate it where putting becomes a game within a game that you hate, which a lot of golfers do, unfortunately. But we might move on to a lesson with Chris later down the line.
You could do this at home.
You could do this at home, but we have wooden floors, Bob. It's a great effort. So what would your feedback be on that one?
I think I went too far back with it,
No,
and I touched the floor a little bit.
If you touch the floor, that's not ideal. That means that you're kind of moving backwards a little bit to help the ball in the air, which with putting, obviously, we don't want to do, but we want to keep nice and central. I don't think you went back too far because, to be honest, that's if you're going to miss it, it's maybe a touch too far past, but I'd rather be past the hole than short of the hole because we'll make you really good at like 5-footers, 4-footers. Really good. Really good.
Your hands are green.
It's because of all the spray on the green. I mean, it has to have come from somewhere, doesn't it, Bob? I don't know where else that could have. The stroke is better than yours, yeah, a lot better. Bobby looks like he's trying to sign an autograph when he puts.
What? What?
Stance looks good, doesn't it? Now this is where it could break down a little bit because rather than having a stroke where the putter is a little bit more solid, you're going back and then you're like trying to throw the hands at it and release it. So we want a little bit of giving there, but we don't want it to be releasing with the wrist. We want it to be kind of shoulders and chest that move that putter backwards and forwards. And for a beginner, really, if we start thinking about how far back we go, just match it on the way through. So you want to go kind of very, very similar. A bit like a pendulum of a clock, a grandfather clock.
But you know, like what's quite hard when you're following it to be straight? It's confusing for your eyes because this is slanted on an angle. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you take it back.
It's just forward.
If I was stood there, it looks.
Yeah, because
We'll
But,
need
but we're not going to. No, you're right, we're not going to take it out because that's not 'cause it's a lab putter. It's just because the putter moves on an arc. So like you're thinking, I know exactly what
Do you know
you're
what I
thinking
mean?
here. So if Bob comes over with the camera here, Laura's thinking that putter needs to move straight back and straight through, but it's not because obviously our axis is here. We're going to go slightly in and then slightly in again. So the putter moves on an arc around you.
Got you.
So that's not because of the style of the putter. That's just because of,
Now that makes sense.
yeah. So you imagine golf with a driver, it moves around this way and around this way. We don't try and take it out and out.
I'm glad I asked that question.
Good.
Too hard.
See, that was a little bit firm, but again, the line was good. And what I like about that is we're generating a really good roll, end over end over end. So excuse the yellow ball. Excuse the yellow balls today. We are using yellow balls because it's January, it's February now in the UK. And it's dark still.
Not hard enough.
Really good line again. Go one more and then I'll show you a bit of a routine we can do just to help you get this distance control a little bit more dialed.
Still think 1 out of 6 is good.
It could be 2 out of 7. Right, so similar distance, we moved around a little bit. So where do you see this putt breaking now if we were to look at it
Needs to be
moving?
aiming that side.
Yeah, so it's just going to go slightly left to right. So that's good. That's obviously a positive read. But what I want you to think about, Laura, is
Because it goes slightly down.
yeah, when we're taking the putter back, let's think about moving it on the arc, but also let's try and be consistent in how far back it goes. Because there's been a couple where you've maybe gone back this far, but then one way you've gone back this far and then decelerated. So it's really important to make sure that it's back and then it's an acceleration through. Yeah? So a really good thing to do is in a practice swing, stand this side of the ball and just have a look at the hole and think, right, how far back do I have to take this putter to then accelerate through?
But should you match how far you go back with how far you go through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in an acceleration, not just in like a slow moving movement.
Done it again.
Good, that was better. Probably doesn't move as far left to right as what we think it does. And then what we don't want to do is like battle that club face to rotate. So a couple of the ones you've hit there, it's really good here, and then it's like that, because you're trying to get that club to rotate through. It will rotate naturally around an arc with you moving your shoulders. So like you don't have to worry too much about the club rotating, it will just kind of rotate for you. And that's the kind of beauty of the lab stuff as well. It just allows it to move around the axis, and if you hit it anywhere out the middle of the face, then it's going to come off where you're aiming it. Good. Do you see how it's not moving as far left to right as you think? So on these next ones, we're going to aim more at the hole. Still aiming too far left there, really. There you go.
Hit the ground a bit there.
So why do you think you've hit the ground? Because stroke length was really short, and then you tried to like kind of push it through. So like if I said to you, right, stroke length wise, do you have that tee from earlier? If the ball's here, I want the putter to go back to about where that putter is distance wise there.
Right.
So we'll stay nice and consistent. Really good. Miles better that. So now we'll put the ball in the same place. And this is a really good drill to do just to make sure you're not varying the stroke length too much. Really good. So now you're learning to be really, really positive and like attacking through or accelerating through. Flag gate. But that's so much better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just having an understanding of how far back the putter needs to go on the arc. Really good, Laura. And from there, all we do now is move closer. So say if you're going to hit some putts from 6 feet or 5 feet. Right, so if that's your ball, there, and we're going to go to about there and still accelerate through.
No, Laura.
Think about your aiming. Okay, so it's trial and error there. So if you put that in the same place again, I might have to bring that in a bit. Because what I want to keep the acceleration. I don't mind the... Really good.
That would have gone in, wouldn't it?
It is in, watch. Fantastic. And what we're doing here is we're bedding in a really, really good premise to build on to be a good putter. So you're almost using your peripheral vision now, aren't you, to look at how far
Yeah.
back the putter's going, but we're keeping the putter speed, so club head speed moving the same. I think that is a fantastic place to finish the first ever putting lesson. Guys, if you've enjoyed it, smash that subscribe button below. Thank you so much once again for all your support. Next time we'll get out on the golf course.